Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Idea Generator. This is a series of videos about how to come up with more ideas. If you're a friend of mine and you're watching this, you probably already have lots of ideas because you're a writer like I am. But maybe we'll remind you of something that you've been forgetting to do, so you'll get something out of it anyway. If you don't consider yourself a creative person, hopefully you'll get a lot more out of this. My name is Matthew Sanborn Smith. This is my daughter, Ivory Elizabeth Smith. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Okay. And I'm a writer and a podcaster, and now a crappy video maker. And my daughter does crochet most recently, and she also sculpts. And what other kind of creative things do you do? Anything? Nothing? That's it. Okay. Anyway, she's not going to add a lot because she's naturally quiet, but hopefully we'll get something out of her. So, this episode is called The Junk Dealer. It's not about a drug dealer. It's about a guy who deals junk from a junkyard and how that might relate to your ideas. What this episode is essentially about is... Maybe you should hit the timer now. We're doing a 5-minute timer so we can keep the idea portion of this within a reasonable amount of time. We don't want to do a long show because most of the work is going to happen inside your noggin. You're going to be thinking up stuff when we're not here anymore. So this is all about not dismissing bad ideas. Everybody has lots of ideas all the time, even people who don't think that they are creative people. The thing is, they dismiss those ideas so quickly, they don't even realize they're coming up with ideas. So let's say that you want to think of a faster way to cook food, and something pops up in your head, well, I could take a blowtorch to it. And you think that's so stupid, you dismiss that immediately and move on to the next thing. So what I'm asking you to do is not dismiss that, not necessarily to take a blowtorch to your food, but hold that as a reasonable idea because it could lead to something else. Ivory was thinking of creme brulee when I came up with that, and you kind of use a little torch or maybe a match for that. But anyway, Matt, don't you?
No, you use a blowtorch.
You do? Okay, so there you go. I don't do a lot of creme brulee. I thought it was like the alcohol that did, all the burning. So a match would work. I bet they used matches in old times. Maybe they just took like a piece of flint and a rock next to the alcohol. Anyway, so don't dismiss those bad ideas. The idea with the junk dealer is, pretend that the idea-generating part of your brain is a junk dealer, and he or she is offering you a big pile of junk, and you know that occasionally there are some really valuable things in there. The junk dealer, however, sees it all as the same kind of stuff. He or she can't tell the difference between the good stuff and the bad stuff. So when you're dismissing bad ideas, you're telling that junk dealer, look, only give me the good stuff. And the junk dealer isn't capable of distinguishing good stuff from bad stuff, so he's looking at you saying, there's a really fussy customer, I'm not going to give this person anything, to hell with that person, get off of my junkyard. And what you have to do to get the good stuff, you have to take the bad stuff as well. Tell that junk dealer, I will take everything, here's your money, I'll sift through this at home and curse you in the privacy of my own home, so that I don't hurt your feelings and you keep selling me junk. Because you have to be open to everything to get to the good stuff. Let's see. I had an art teacher in elementary school and in junior high, and in one of the junior high classes, I remember she gave us our assignment. We talked about the particular medium we were going to be working in. I forget what it was exactly, but we had to create something. And a bunch of us are sitting there like dummies, trying to think of, oh, what am I going to make? Am I going to make a doggy or a house or a? We're in 7th grade, but I don't know what the hell we were thinking. Am I going to make a junk dealer? So we're sitting there, and she saw that we were just trying to think of something, and she gave us a piece of valuable advice that has stuck with me to this day. She said, when you are thinking that you can't think of a good idea, the problem is you have too many ideas. So you have to winnow those down. Pick one out of the blue. Just go with something. It's better than not going with anything, and see what comes out of that. I'm looking at notes, as you can see. That's why I keep turning my head this way. This is low budget stuff. Oh, you know what? We probably should have done this without the big microphone to see if there was a difference between this and the last one. You didn't see the last one. Don't worry about it.
Nice
Just put
start.
that thought out of your head. Okay, so the final point is to give yourself some quiet time. You've often heard that people come up with ideas in the bathroom. That's because they're not looking at anything else, except now we have iPods and phones to look at. So try and turn off the music and the pictures for a while. Give your brain a time to get bored so that it starts to wander. So instead of listening to music or podcasts while you're mowing the lawn or washing the dishes or sitting on the can, just be quiet and have something nearby to. Oh, there you go. There's our 5-minute mark for the idea portion. But anyway, we're just about done with this. So just pick a quiet time, because that's when the ideas come. In today's era, we have the ability to bombard ourselves with information constantly, and so we do so. Why not? So let's stop doing that. Okay. Do you have any comments? No. Okay. So homework time. Before you watch our next video, you actually have to do something constructive. And so today's homework is pick one problem that you've been struggling with, get a piece of paper and a pen, or computer, I don't give a damn what you use, paint it if you want, and come up with as many ideas, as many bad ideas as you possibly can within 10 minutes. Shoot for 30. Okay, you probably won't get near 30, but shoot for that, because the idea is to come up with as many ideas as fast as possible and not dismiss all the crappy ones. You're going to have lots of crappy ones. Remind yourself going into this that you're going to be throwing this away, or you're going to be destroying it if you want. Nobody's going to have to see this, and you can delete all the really dumb ones, the ones that make you look stupid, and keep the good ones and show those to people, and everybody will think, wow, that person's smart. So anyway, that's all we have to say about that. Rather than say a bunch of crappy things about us in the comments, because this is YouTube after all, we encourage you to make your own video and do it better than we're doing this. If you have any questions for us, or if you'd like to share your idea generating techniques, the email is upwithgravity@gmail.com. And you can also, if you want us to use your name, please tell us that. Give us permission in the email, otherwise we won't use your name. And if you want to join my mailing list, just write mailing list in that email, and I'll tell you about the next video that's coming out, when my podcast Beware the Hairy Mango is coming out, or when I have a story being published. And that's about it. You got anything else to say? No? See, she doesn't say much at all. So relax, get quiet, create, and have fun. Thanks.
Good luck.
Bye.